Most people think you need to train like a full-time athlete to build an elite physique. They think you need endless hours in the gym, perfect meal plan, and zero social life. But here's the truth. When I won my IFBB Pro card, I was not a full-time athlete. I was working over 45 hours a week in a busy corporate job in London, Victoria. I was sitting at desk for 8 hours a day, commuting for 2 more, and still figuring out how to build a physique that could win on stage. No personal chef, no midday naps, no 2-hour training sessions, and a bunch of work stress on top of that. And today, I'm going to show you the single most important method I use to make it happen so that you can finally build a body you're proud of without sacrificing your career, social life, or sanity. And look, this video isn't just for people looking to step on stage or become mass monsters. This video is for you, however, if you just want a body you're proud of, a physique that demands respect because you know that people know you earned it. It is for you if you're sick of training 4 or 5 days a week for the past few years with little to show for it. And it's also for you if you hold yourself to high standards and you're just fed up with making the same old mistakes and excuses that lead to slow progress. The good news is I've already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. So if you want real world fitness advice that actually fits into your lifestyle, hit subscribe, because every week I share new advice to help you get in shape whilst maintaining a normal life. But as for today, stick around to the end. I'll be giving away a free time-saving training plan to help you implement all the value in this video as soon as possible. So the key to actually seeing significant progress with your body, it's routine. It took me 2 years of competing across 6 pro qualifier shows all around Europe to finally beat everyone in a show in Denmark and take home my pro card while still performing in my corporate role. In fact, I also earned a promotion within that time too. But without a bulletproof routine that fitted into my life, I wouldn't have stood a chance. But I didn't just have a good routine. What I had was a routine that made consistency easy, a routine that made it harder to fail than succeed. I did a poll on my Instagram last week, and the overwhelming challenge people told me they were facing was their mindset. In fact, mindset accounted for over 45% of struggles, more than nutrition and training combined. So be honest, how many times have you known exactly what you should be doing and still managed to talk yourself out of it? Your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. You plan to hit the gym, but instead of getting up, you're lying there having a full-blown negotiation with yourself. Maybe I'll go later. I didn't sleep well last night. One day off won't kill me, right? Congratulations, you just lost a battle in your own head, because the moment you start debating, you've already started waving the white flag on your progress. And once you skip once, it's easier to skip again and again and again. The fix? Remove the choice. Mel Robbins explains this perfectly. She says, if you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must physically move within 5 seconds or your brain will kill that instinct. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It cares about keeping you as comfortable as possible. The longer you hesitate, the more likely you are to choose short-term comfort over long-term success. James Clear puts it this way: you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And that's what this video is going to be about. So if you want to succeed, you need a system where success is the default. This isn't about being a robot. It's actually about freeing yourself from the mental drain of decision fatigue. And I've got one more quote for you before we delve into some actionable steps. But I want to explain why this one is so applicable to this process. At risk of looking like one of those motivational podcast bros, I want to pick out a quote from Jocko Willink, who says, discipline equals freedom. The more disciplined you become, the more free you will be. How? How does forcing myself to the gym at 5 a.m. give me freedom? Well, as I'm about to show you, if you lock in your routine when it comes to training, you literally grant yourself more time and freedom to enjoy other aspects of life. And you'll also be free from the frustration of not progressing as you want to, not seeing the changes you need to see, and feeling like you're just spinning your wheels and wasting time, the biggest sin. The first thing I promise to new clients who join my one-to-one coaching team is that you're going to feel better within a week. The physical results, the visual changes, they'll come as a big fat bonus further down the line. So let's start making things harder than they need to be. Eliminate hesitation, build a system, and watch how everything changes. Here's how I did it and how you can do it too. Routine point 1. Convenience. Make going to the gym, whether that be for training, cardio, or both, such an easy choice. It's not even a conversation in your head. Back when I was working my 9 to 6, I would purposely choose the gyms closest to work out in, even if they weren't my favorite gyms. I'd save those for the weekend. So ask yourself, is your gym near your workplace, your home, or somewhere along that daily commute? And are you wasting time driving to a gym when you could be training instead. Going to the gym that is either close to where you work, close to where you live, or between the two, and therefore on the way, massively increases the odds of you even getting there. And the goal is consistency, so we have to maximize it. If you're finding that it's too easy for you to make excuses and not go to the gym because of traffic or commute times, a long day at work, or being too tired, then you need to remove the ability for those excuses to even pop into your head. The idea I'm peddling here is called habit stacking. You're always going to go to work, right? Otherwise you don't get paid, and hey, you probably enjoy your job, even if it's just a little bit. So stack that already established habit with going to the gym directly after, and you will increase the probability of you sticking to the plan. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't always have this nailed down. For the first few years, I would get home from work, waste some time, speak to my housemates, and then go and train somewhere in the other direction to where my work was. I ended up getting home super late, then eating, then going to bed super late, and waking up groggy the next day. It was never going to be sustainable long term, especially once I would have to actually start considering other people in my life. How many of your partners would put up with you getting home at 9 p.m. every night, smashing a quick meal down you, and then getting to bed? Sorry babe, it was push day. Yeah, right. So point number 1 is all about maximizing convenience, minimizing room for decision fatigue, and hence weakness, and making sure the gym complements your usual daily routine. Point number 2, timing. Way too many people train after work, or they try to train after work. But guess what? Training after work is a cesspit of possible excuses. I had to work late, the gym is too busy at this time, I've had a really stressful day, I think I need to chill, my boss invited me for drinks, I couldn't say no, I've got to get home to put the kids to bed tonight, I promised my partner we'd go out for dinner, I'll just go tomorrow instead, or maybe at the weekend. I could go on. It doesn't really matter what the excuse is, it could be anything. Every missed session is another day you didn't move towards your goal. So how about this for a solution? Just train before work, or on your lunch if that's possible. This is one of the most underrated strategies for busy professionals. How many of those excuses do you just wipe out with that simple switch? Virtually all of them. The only thing standing in your way now is your own laziness if you can't be asked to get out of bed in the morning. And I've got a pro tip for that too. Put your alarm well away from your bed, forcing you to get out of bed to turn it off. Bonus tip, leave that annoying alarm running whilst you open the curtains, turn the light on, and make the bed. There's no way you're snoozing this way. Apologies to any of your partners though. I hear you. Won't my performance suffer training fasted? Not with some smart supplementation. First and foremost, ensure adequate hydration through both fluids and electrolytes. That's your sodium, your potassium, your magnesium. Then take on some whey isolate or EAAs upon wake to negate muscle protein breakdown and spike muscle protein synthesis. And finally, include some fast acting carbohydrates such as cyclic dextrin to sustain glycogen availability, boost your energy throughout the session, and maximize protein uptake and therefore recovery post-workout. The first few sessions might feel a bit rusty, but within a couple of weeks, your body will adapt and you will be just as strong and then stronger. And remember, any session, even if you feel a little tired, is better than the session that you skipped. Okay, point number 3, train harder and smarter, not longer. Most people waste time in the gym. Do not be most people. Here's how to make sure every session is effective and efficient. Keep workouts between 60 and 90 minutes long. Choose 6 exercises per session. That is enough if you select the right ones and you do them properly. And you don't need to be doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 on every exercise. So start with 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps on every exercise instead, and vitally, train close to failure. If the last few reps of your set are not slowing down involuntarily, you're stopping too soon. Even if you get everything else wrong, please just get this right. And finally, aim to progress your lifts every single session. Whether that be more reps, more weight, better form, improved mind-muscle connection, that's super important. You do not need 5 long training days per week. If you train with real intensity, 4 days is more than enough to build muscle and make progress. Now, real quick, if you are finally ready to build the body you've always wanted without wasting time on things that do not work, we can help. With a plan that's designed around your goals, your schedule, and your lifestyle, how could you not see results? So if you want to take the frustration out of your fitness journey, click the link in the description, watch the short video, and see how we can make it happen. Now, the final point, and the free gift as promised. This is the one that ties it all together. Plan everything in advance. The 6 Ps, I'm sure you've heard them. Prior, proper planning prevents poor performance. Quite a mouthful. But without this, you can forget about bulletproofing your routine. Here is how I planned for perfect performance and made it as efficient as possible at the same time. It all starts the night before, ideally on Sunday. If you fuck up Sunday into Monday, you're chasing your tail the rest of the week, and you don't want to be doing that. Let's at least try to start well, shall we? The night before, I would lay out my gym clothes or work clothes depending on when I was training, and this eliminated hesitation in the morning. One less thing to think about when your alarm goes off, one less debate to risk losing. Clothes sorted. Next up, nutrition. Taking your lunch into work is a no-brainer for me, especially when it can be done so easily. My hack here was to simply double up on the meat portion I would make for dinner and take the other half into work the next day. And take your post-workout meal if you're training in the morning to have once you get to work. Overnight oats, a protein shake and fruit, even an omelette reheated can work well here. And it's worth saying there are a lot of really good on-the-go options that can just be picked up now at the supermarket or convenience store, especially if you're in a big city. But prepping some or all of your food removes margin for error. Finally, I never, ever walked into the gym without a plan. I knew exactly what exercises I was going to do, how many sets I was going to do, and how many reps I needed to beat last week. Don't go through all this effort to get to the gym and then look around the gym, shrug your shoulders and think, what should I do now? And if you've made it this far in the video, I wanted to say thanks. To show my appreciation, if you head down into the comments, you'll find a link to download a free 4-day training split that maximizes gains and minimizes the time you have to spend to get them. No more guesswork. So, final thoughts. Build the system, reap the rewards. We can talk about training, nutrition, and supplementation all day long. But if your routine is not locked in, you're making life harder than it needs to be, and you will spin your wheels. So make training so convenient, it's hard to fail. Train in the morning if you can to eliminate excuses. Be efficient in the gym so you actually make progress, and plan ahead so there is no hesitation. So there we go, my friends. Show me your habits, and I'll show you your future physique. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. My goal with this channel is to provide as much value as I can to help you actually get results. There's way too much BS online these days, and I want you guys to get the proper information you need from someone who's been where you want to go. That's what this is all about. But if you want my personal help to get in shape this year and show you exactly what to do every step of the way, click the link in the description and check out the short video with some more information. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.